Good morning all. So the plan today is to go and do some of the D-Day landing sites, which I'm really looking forward to. The sun is shining, yay! And so I'm really looking forward to going to see some of these sites. The first one is Arromanches. I'm really, again, hoping I'm pronouncing that right. But before we go there, I have to just really quickly say, Bayeux is absolutely stunning. As a little town, I confess I didn't really expect it to be as it is. It's beautiful, fantastic cathedral. So this in it alone, if I'm being honest, I should have probably stayed 2 nights here. But anyway, we're moving on. So Arromanches is first, and then after that I'm going to try to do as many of the other sites as I can on my way up to the ferry, which is in Cherbourg. I couldn't think for a moment there. So yeah, I'll update you when I get a little bit closer to Arromanches, and we'll have a look and see what we can find there. So this is Arromanches. Oh, I can see the Mulberry Harbour out there. Ah, this is it. Arromanches is actually at the centre of one of the biggest logistical challenges of D-Day, because the Allies needed to find a safe way to transport a huge quantity of men and equipment over to the French coast, but they couldn't go via any of the conventional ports because of course they were well protected. So they set up 2 semicircle kind of temporary marinas, or not temporary, this is one of them. They're like concrete mulberry harbours, and that enabled them to actually unload, believe it or not, 2.5 million men and 500,000 vehicles. So that was really interesting. Arromanches. I'm gonna look up how to pronounce that later. Obviously quite touristy, but I guess that's to be expected. So we're gonna go and see a couple of big guns now, a couple of big German guns apparently, in Longues-sur-Mer. That is definitely the way to pronounce it. So we'll see you there. So this is amazing. This is just one of the 3 guns that are still here. It's a 150mm artillery gun, and you can actually see where this one was knocked out. So the round actually went in here, and this here looks like it's all blown out from inside, doesn't it? Well, apparently what actually happened was the shell came in through there, bounced off the back of the gun, and actually exploded outwards from there. Over in the back here was obviously where they stored all the munitions. This is apparently knocked out from a bomb. But a couple of other interesting things that I thought about this one was the fact that the guns are located so far back from the shoreline. In fact, if I just quickly jog up here. Oh, before I do so, you'll notice you've got these things on the side here. This is basically so that the guns could actually pan round and they could actually reach Omaha Beach in the west and Gold Beach over in the east. But if I just quickly jog up here, you can see just how far inland they're actually placed. So the command centre is actually located down on the coast. We're going to go and have a little look down at that now. So this is the command centre. It's located right down on the cliff edge. There is actually 2 ways in. You can go down there, but to be honest with you, you can go all the way inside this, but it's completely pitch black. The GoPro won't pick anything up. But obviously the entire thing is just reinforced concrete. There is, however, this upper level, which I'm just going to dive into. It's only about 4'6" high, so it's all solid concrete, as you can imagine. And it gives you some idea of what the commanders will be able to see as they're looking out. You can't begin to imagine what it would be like, can you, to have the shells coming in at you from here. The only thing that worries me about the whole structure is the entire thing is just supported by 4 rather spindly looking steel pins that are, of course, very old. Well, they're amazing. Yeah, really amazing to see. So next up we're going to go along to Omaha Beach and see what we can discover there. It's incredible when you see it like this. I was just reading that apparently there's 9,388 graves here. The cemetery itself was actually unveiled in 1956 and was built on the site of a previous cemetery. Obviously, every headstone is labelled. It has the name of the serving officer and their position, or rather their rank, and obviously the date that they died. But many are labelled known only unto God. But the precision, the way that everything's laid out, is just incredible. And down there you've got Omaha Beach, which when you see it from up here, it just looks incredibly exposed. Okay, so I'm now, it's just coming up to 6:10, so I'm going to start heading back now towards Cherbourg. To be honest with you, it's been a long day. I'm pretty knackered, but I've really enjoyed it. I've learned so much. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit. So I am now in Cherbourg. I'm actually here for 2 nights, to be honest, because well, the rain it's full rain all day tomorrow, and you know what, I don't want to ride around in that, so I thought I'll use that as an excuse. I'll get here a day early, spend 2 days in this hotel, or 2 nights rather, and then tomorrow I can just get on with a whole load of work. I mean, I know you know where I am, but just to briefly cover it, I'm obviously right on the tip here in Cherbourg, and I spent the whole of the day just travelling along the northern coast, just doing as much of the D-Day stuff as I possibly could, having left Bayeux first thing this morning. I've got to be honest, I really enjoyed today. I learnt a load of stuff as well, and I hope you really enjoyed it too. If you did, please click on the like button, and more importantly, please subscribe to this channel if that's okay. So thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video, which will actually be the last video on my trip. So thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.